First applicant, can you mute John? This is to be revised, to be revised, to be revised. Here, Anne.
What is this?
Same thing.
Oh.
So this is the new one?
Yes.
What
Do you
is
want
that?
the old two?
Yeah. let's take a peek.
Well, the old one.
The last
The
one.
last So the door, the stairs got sent to the balustrade. All the way to the bedroom
Column spacing is better.
and the size of the columns. We didn't think about spacing.
Yeah, but they've got two.
Which is good.
Here, what? Which is
Which is
good.
good.
Yeah, some of them are balanced.
Mhm.
I think it's all better.
Yeah, good.
These seem shorter, I don't know, are they? Did you shorten the height of the upstairs balustrades or did you
No,
just?
we definitely the same. We did offer some different balustrade options. You're not liking the balustrades that are there.
Where
You don't
are
have to
the, where are the
deliver the-
options?
Just because you're providing other ones that they like.
And they
I'm sorry,
are,
which ones were?
Get up on the tree there.
oh,
Okay, so this is another option, this is another option,
Which ones?
and this is the one I believe I'm showing, one that's close anyway.
mhm. Can you show us the others, please?
I think simpler goes with the house, but I don't know that I would object. Comments, guys?
I agree with what you said, I wouldn't object if simpler goes with the house. One on the left's kind of cool too, it's not so.
You guys okay with the structure now, the framing, the columns, the
Yeah,
stairs,
column,
doors, the windows,
column
all
spacing
that?
makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think this is an improvement definitely from
But
the last one.
But I think the, just the straightforward, balusters make a big, fit with the house, not this style, but again, it's up to everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, I prefer the,
I think we're hearing is uniformly, we think you don't have to listen to us, but we think that the simpler one
On
will
this.
look more handsome on this and probably for the resale that will ultimately happen someday in the future, but.
And probably are easy to meet code for the spacing between, because if you have this intricate shape, some of them are gonna be close. There's a spacing that you have to do to meet code. So I don't know if this is actually accurate for what it's code, but the straightforward balusters will look uniform and they can appear farther apart.
Yeah, okay, well, that's.
And they'll save you money.
Safe to do, yeah,
Definitely save you money,
Yeah.
so it's not an obligation, just a suggestion.
thank you.
All right, you're approved, we thank you for the.
Okay, thank you very much, thank you.
See how easy that is?
I was like, I'm ready, I'm like, okay.
You look like you were ready.
I was ready. Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I'm excited.
Have a great evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You guys an applicant or an audience or?
He's the second applicant.
Oh, well, we see.
She's been here, so
Yeah, so you weren't here for that one.
Wasn't he?
It's an interesting one. You might know.
I'll just turn off my
yeah,
Wi-Fi.
it's
Very nice.
that was the one that
There's
they
some
did
minor-
the,
minor changes.
what's the sign for the bond,
Oh, the Shishubi.
I couldn't pronounce that, I'm sorry.
I can spell it for you.
the burnt,
From Florida.
burnt.
Looks like that.
Happening to that project then.
Are you the next
Heard
one?
anything in-
Yes.
Yeah, great. Good writing.
Oh, we got, yeah.
I haven't had with the town business.
Some more meetings.
Remember what we, I can't remember what we.
This new renovation, this is, that's old. This is new.
Thank you very much.
It wasn't really a plan, so we asked for the railing for the patio, the solar panels, with the roofing, you made comments on.
It's more yellow than what we intended, that's.
This thing is spacing this
So this
Is someone on the screen as well?
Yes, Dee George is on the screen, she's from our team, is an architect.
Okay.
So this is for 1181 Horace Gravel Road, by Kavanaugh. And we needed a little time, we were hoping to get zoning board input before, but long story short, just a week of it. And so what we're showing this time is the rendered materials, existing stone. There were some notches that we're filling on the south facade there. We fine-tuned the colors of the materials, for example, the doors, the garage doors and existing utility doors are dark to match the addition, just to play off a little bit. And one of the, should I just go through the whole project? So the gable roof section is an existing house and it is not nationally registered. It's just an old structure that we would like to honor and improve, and then do an addition, a more contemporary addition to complement it. And so that's the that side. And how we came up with this addition shape is meeting the client's need for a primary bedroom on the upper level. Lower level already has an existing bedroom. The shape of the roof came from our desire to gain more southern exposure on the solar panels. And we're also just playing with the gray tones to complement yet contrast. We are planning on making the roof gutters flush with the siding so that it looks more cohesive there. The leaders, I meant the roof leader and the gutters more concealed. And Dee, if you can zoom out a little bit, the dark siding is the Shoshugiban, like the charred siding. And the see
Where's the charred siding on this image?
the addition.
Down, okay.
And then the lighter gray is the filler panel there. And we are also proposing solar panel on the west side. I know in the previous comment, you had asked us if we can omit that, and that does impact the energy performance of the house. So what we were hoping to illustrate here is that the modern solar panels that we're proposing it blends. Our intention is to blend with the roof color better. And so when our solar panel installer, Lighthouse Solar, did the calculation, they did recommend us keeping it if the board would allow it, so to offset the energy use of the house.
Which side faces the main street?
That's that side right there is the facing Hardscrabble Road.
It's a corner lot.
But then again, it has a lot of trees, and they did do the study that the trees won't impact that roof.
Away from it.
right,
Well, if your eyes can't see it, it's not gonna see it either.
Back to the gable end, you have two different sidings for the gray siding, or I'm not sure what's happening there.
yes, the
Yeah.
gable end, that's the lighter gray.
But what's happening below?
Below that is we increased the width of the windows, but what we're putting is a slats to orient the view in a certain way and to mitigate the solar gain
So
on the
those
south
are
side.
Glass
fins.
behind it?
Yes, and there's a glass behind that. That darker band is the glass area. And we're keeping the garage as it is in, let's see, the garage door and the utility room door, as mentioned, is darker to kind of contrast the stone.
Is that new stone or that's existing stone? that you just
Existing
rendered?
stone. Existing stone, and there's a notch that we're going to match, the mason is going to match as to fill in that little missing T kind of,
On the rendering, can you have the other side, can we see the other side
Yes.
as well?
of the back side, the
Of the
rendering,
new, yeah, of the old.
of the
existing,
old.
This, yeah, this.
Yes, so the existing side, one of the board's comment was, can we make the before I jump into that, so the backside, we're contrasting the lighter gray with the the darker siding. One of the comments was, can we recess the addition? And we were able, when we looked at the foundation, we were able to do that on the south side against the stone wall. But this side was challenging because where the existing foundation wall was. And D, if we can look at the existing elevation, it is just one facade going all the way across that gable end. So what we're offering to do is distinguish, at least the gable section and the addition section more distinctly, and we'll put a little divider between the two siding as well.
So on the south side, you are recessed?
Yes, on the south side, we are recessing. The stone undulates a bit, but there's at least a 1 inch to maybe 2.5 inch
Okay.
difference there.
Okay, that's enough.
And that works fine with the existing foundation wall there.
Okay. So is that an actual garage door or,
That's the garage door.
but
yes.
it's not for cars?
I don't know if you'll store cars in there, but we're
It could be,
But
but
it's
that's not my
functional.
intention,
Yeah.
it's functional garage.
more, it is functional, but most likely storage, unconditioned space down there.
Can we see the east side?
The east side is where the balcony is.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know who
Sideways.
Kaufman is?
Is that your person?
No.
No.
Hmm.
Very sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll go back on mute.
okay.
My apologies.
Nice seeing you.
So our design intent is to have like a volume that cantilevers out, and that the lower level of that volume is the window seat, and then upper level is balcony.
The plans that I saw were still the old plans. Are these plans updated?
The program wise, there's not a whole lot, what we're
No.
showing here is the recessed wall there by the stair.
Okay, all right. I
That's the,
think what's on the online is the old plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's okay. No, as long as you, I think that's good.
This side? Yeah. this side.
is that
We have it in the
reflecting?
back,
Yeah, this is reflecting what you're showing.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I think it's nice too.
I think it's
I think we should all have soul things, but they're not so pretty. I understand that they're a good thing to do. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We liked it before, it was just
You approved it.
Minor details, thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Good luck.
Oh, and that's the high performance ones, which doesn't look any different from the outside. Right. Alright,
You're all set.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Night.
Good night. Yeah.
This next application, I don't know if they're here or not.
I looked at the website, they do a lot of very modern environmental.
Are you here for 23 Taylor Kaufman?
Yes, it's right.
No, 3 Bradley.
Alright, so give me 1 second. Let me just get this off.
We saw
Yeah.
23 Taylor.
Sorry?
We saw 23 Taylor.
Yeah, here's a return.
Chin rays and smokestacks.
Call for
Coal, yeah, coal delivery.
No one's out there for Taylor? Oh. And coffee.
Oh, Teo's out there for
Teo's out there, yes.
Bradley.
Oh, someone.
Yeah, but we still have Philip. There's quite a few.
Oh, you said Taylor, not Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is approved. This is approved. He's not here. So the next one is 29 Ludlow. Is anyone here? Oh, you're 23 Taylor.
Yes, sorry.
I didn't see you, sorry. Come in. Hello. So here's a return.
You're the.
Yeah, I prepared plans.
Which one is this?
Yeah, it doesn't say it's a return, but.
It
It
doesn't?
does 23
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah, it does.
No, I thought you were, oh, we're not in love, that's right. I thought Taylor wasn't.
Is the first page the proposed?
Yes.
We should write it somewhere on there.
You have the last one?
Yes.
The minutes with comments, yeah, I think it's got two
The board
flags.
stated that the addition was taking away the charm of the house. The proposed filling of the inset will give the home a box flat look, and the board requested a roof plan.
Right.
You need the last plans or you're
Okay, just
good?
fill the whole-
No, I think we're good.
No, I think you're good.
So at least we'll have to send her before it comes.
Alright, can you walk us through maybe the changes from last time to this time?
Yes, I kept the front door and the front porch. And I kept all the existing trim and then I matched the new trim with the existing, so that way it's staying more consistent with the existing, character. And aside from that, I'm raising up the 2 roofs in the front still, and then also this dormer on the side. But I just tried to match everything as much as possible and maintain as much as I could aside from those roofs.
Wait, what's the one in the front?
So the second floor above the front door is pushed back, I think?
I moved it back so it's
Wait,
back,
is it this one or the?
So right here, this used to be,
it used to be 3'7" set in, and then I had it at 1 foot in before, and now I bumped it in another foot just to keep more
okay,
of the existing
I'm
dimensions
sorry, what's
over the existing entrance.
This is the elevation of the current.
that's existing.
Oh,
I was just comparing,
okay,
just
got it.
skipping the last
Mm-hmm.
one with this thing just for that, because it's still a big bulky, still big. Comments, guys?
Looks better.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you know where the front door
Yeah.
is much better.
And then it's got the corner pilasters there, and that helps.
in that.
Yeah, we did it that way.
That helps.
So the elevation. Yeah, well, here too, you already beefed up all this, which makes a big difference, you know. And the trim helps a lot.
Yes, can I see the photos?
Can you just go over what the front door?
The front door,
Keeping the existing front door portico.
Oh, okay.
Adding trim and adding much more definition to it.
So you didn't have glazing last time.
Yeah, that's existing, last time I had just a single door there, so I
Right.
just switched it back to this.
That's what it was, yeah.
Well, half of it that was shut.
And that, basic, this was also changed from last time, this
It's all
whole
on
corner, there was all of the existing glazing that pretty much brought it back from the last presentation.
Okay.
There was much less, and that looks much better, much more balanced.
yeah.
This whole, yeah, no, it looks much better, I think. Than the last time.
I think it's good.
Maybe the round, these,
It's existing.
those were existing?
No.
We switched them to round because the existing are round, so I just wanted to.
Here, these are the existing, you have them here. So it's pretty much brought a lot of elements back the way they were.
Yeah, the last version, they were square, so we wanted to.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Okay. Is this your client?
Yes, that's the owner.
Oh, okay.
Sounded like you had some kids in the background.
So
All right, any comments, we good to approve?
Let's go.
Okay. All right, you're approved, we thank you for it. It was raining. No, you know, I did, I sat in the car, was drizzling, I looked, it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Tomorrow, someone said
90%
tomorrow's supposed to be
humidity.
bad.
Tonight, tomorrow, it's miserable.
Really?
Tomorrow?
Today and tomorrow.
Concert tomorrow.
Yeah, by now.
Outdoor.
Where you going?
Beyonce.
Oh, Mel.
I know.
Well, maybe by tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night should be better.
Let's see, we're driving.
I checked Rutherford, but it's raining
Yeah.
till about 10.
I better get out of the office early before the traffic jam.
I'm not working tomorrow. I need a whole day.
Wow.
You
get all dressed up too?
Well, 40%.
Yeah, cowboy theme.
The cowboy.
Oh, is she going?
No, she went last year.
Oh, it's the Renaissance. Disco.
I bought cowboy boots.
Is that
Fort Worth.
29
The whole
Ludlow?
outfit with the
With the hat, everything.
boots
Is that what
and
everybody?
everything.
Yeah, you got a Taylor Swift.
Hello.
Yeah, she had it.
Um,
And to be on set, so she did.
This is a new application.
I'm Philip Pollak, architect for 29 Ludlow.
I think we know you, Philip.
Well, there might be new board members now. What's for the record?
You're a regular.
For the record. I'm very excited about this project because the house is really beautifully trimmed out and it's just very nicely done. So the addition that we're hoping to do is also a high architectural finish standards because the house it's sort of like it's a beautiful house. It's a little small, so it's missing another a living area and an office. Both owners work from home, and one uses an upstairs bedroom, and the other homeowner just sits in the living room. So we're looking at having an addition which has a living area in the front and a home office in the back. But the architectural language I'm employing is that of a sunroom. So how you typically have a sunroom off to the side, amassing from colonial building. And this was one of the inspiration images that I sort of presented, I didn't file it, but it's sort of one of the inspiration images that we were looking at for the design. With a little bit of modification, the dormer is a little bigger because the existing one's actually.
Can you show us in time where it goes, your addition, how is it, how does it go?
What? So the
Okay,
addition would
so
go,
here, this is the entrance and it's
it
here.
would go on the left side.
Okay,
So
and it's recessed.
it's recessed
It's
back.
like a one pavilion.
Yes.
Roof to the
To the side. It maintains one of the windows and a window
Okay.
up in that bedroom.
Oh, but we'll look at those.
And you covered these two.
Mhm.
We're covering those
So you
two
would-
windows.
Well,
Set
you've got a
the
shed that
elevation
kind of
from
touches,
this
and yeah, it should
the
be
opposite.
touches. It's the same use.
So you see that piece.
Why don't we go to the front? Because you said the back.
Yeah, so this one you're going to see a
So
little bit, yeah.
Yes. This is the front elevation. The back, the rear, we have a door. We sort of changed the language after we passed the. And in this elevation, we're just keeping it shingle. It's not a lot, it's about 7 feet. This will be a bathroom in this location.
Slide, you can
we-
see why does it look like it's.
And we ideally it would be symmetrical, but I just can't, I'd like to push this further, but I can't, I can't block these windows, basically, this
No,
one
but this
requires
one,
windows.
yeah, no, but this, I don't mind the application of this, but this one, it's on this side, yeah?
It's on the back, it's basically just faces, there's a patio there, so there's a patio and there's a bathroom, so it's a small, we have an addition, we have a window facing the front. But ideally we'd not put a window there because
It's a dormer.
it's
It's a dormer.
it's
So
just
that's
a
this
dormer.
that much.
That's what the roof is doing.
Although the 7 and 8, like, when you look at an elevation from this.
Well, I've
would
cut this
recess.
elevation through the
But this
garage,
piece, this
so
new
you can
piece here.
see, so you can get a better
So you
proportion.
basically, your elevation starts
Is that
from
actually
here,
connected
Right,
something in
yes.
front?
not at the garage is behind.
Not at the garage, right, because otherwise you actually don't see it.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I,
But you can see it.
yeah,
So I want to show
don't see if you would only show us
Oh,
this.
it's stopping short of the ridge line.
It's higher than you would notice,
Exactly,
but now I'm
it
showing.
would have been better,
Right,
because
he's trying to
we wouldn't see that there is no
he's trying to
windows,
connect
but
it.
now.
Right, but I
Yeah.
think that it's reasonable, I mean, we've, us
No,
studied
but you have a
proportions.
window.
This is already here,
I
right?
have windows
Yeah,
facing
that's
back.
Mhm.
And
So why
This
can't,
is all,
No, I
this is
don't
all.
mind.
why can't, yeah, 3D, why can't this come up at the same slope as this, stop short of there?
I guess what we're saying here is that the face of this facade just continues straight across and you keep the eave, but then all the roof is doing something different with all the new roof.
the roof,
in the
it's
valley.
it's a slightly complex, it's just the way it's set out, it's a little bit complex. Because if I push this, make this roof,
Right,
so if I make this roof parallel this roof, I'd be coming up.
high,
What if you
Up
stopped
high.
short, what if you came up on the same slope but stopped short?
but then you'd
On
have a
the
weird
ridge
valley,
line.
you'd have a weird
You
valley.
have a weird valley, it
You would create a little valley, which would look odd.
I've resolved it all, I mean, I'm not showing bird's eye view because I typically don't show like bird's eye because I think they're not true to how you experience the house, but it does work. And it's basically, the way that I'll set it out is we'll bring, sort of from a construction perspective, we'll bring this out however much it needs to be, the foundation, this will come up, and from this point, it will run parallel to this existing front facade, because I think it's very important that this front plane
Works, just looks
has the
alive.
same angle as this
Yeah.
plane. That's the priority here. And then where this intersects, it will
Just
come
change the
down.
slope.
And then since this is a live ridge that goes back, the shed dormer then is set out from this ridge and will come back down. The rear, unfortunately, the rear ridge is on a different, I don't think that it will map, I can match. I don't want to change this bit, if I could change that, and bring it up to this ridge, then it'd be great, and I could continue that existing shed dormer. But I think it's really important to maintain this parallel element, so that when you look at the house, because this is something that's happening beyond where you don't actually see, when you look at the front of the house, by and large from this whole angle, you will perceive this point only, and you will see the elevation. It's a little complex. It's just ideally I would use this as a set out point, bring this down to this point, and then come down. But I'd be killing this window, and I don't want to remove this. This window in particular is important because we've eliminated one in that bedroom. This one becomes an egress window, so that has to be revised. And the front dormers are a little small, so it's not an option to, I can increase the lighting to make that room code compliant, but without this window, it's so I don't want to really get rid of this elevation basically. But I think the views, the 3D views that show it from how you would perceive it at ground level, and the only thing is that this back dormer will be higher, but I think you don't actually perceive it even when you're down low on the house. Like even when you're walking around it, you don't actually see the ridge up there. So I hope it's.
I see that you are changing the windows in the whole house because the existing ones don't have this one, they are around with the front here.
The existing windows have divided lights just up the top. It's sort of hard to see, but
keeping.
we're keeping the windows. The house is like the facade.
Oh, so they are all like that?
They're all half divided. They're all half divided lights. So borrowing that language for the new edition, I would have these little sort of playing into that. Have these French opening casements, and then up the top I'll do little just to sort of pick up that language a little bit.
And you're just introducing those panels and stuff like that.
I would introduce those panels, and then on the side, I would maintain the existing siding, which is like a grey sort of blue. Pretty roofing. Yeah. It's I had to. Thanks.
Yeah, this is yours.
I have one other project.
On here? Oh, that's Valley.
A small one. I don't have the existing condition. I have the. So this house at 100 Valley View is at the beginning of its renovation journey.
Photos of the house? That's okay, I'll wait, keep going.
So this one needs work. It hasn't been really attention for since it was built. That's the name. It needs a bit more attention. So for now we are working on the kitchen and this little neck in between the current garage and the two-story dwelling. So this is sort of located. And really all we're doing is infilling this, adding a little addition in the back. The front of the building, we're replacing this window, but basically infilling that and replacing the deck. So they'll have it through in just elevations. So in this, I've had a section through here, and this is the plan. That's the section. Kitchen, moving a bathroom that's currently in this location between the kitchen and the bathroom. into this location, because it's just not a great spot from a privacy perspective. Adding a laundry, mudroom in this infill area. And then from an elevation perspective, we're just affecting this elevation and this elevation.
So you're not going up at all?
No, we're not going
I
to.
heard they say.
So from the front,
Oh,
apparently it's a small window that actually is a square, which I really don't like square,
how come you're not making it the same size as the one next to it, the double pane next to it?
which one, sorry?
You can't,
So
he's talking about you can't fit
You
it.
can't fit.
oh, you're talking about this?
This,
That is this one.
No, but he's talking about,
right, I'm talking about,
no, but he's talking right
He's
now,
talking
he's
about
going
the front,
through.
he's talking about the laundry room one now.
I'm
You're
talking about the
talking about
front one,
this.
you're talking about this back one.
I
You can't
have,
move it.
you can't make it.
No, I
bigger.
didn't say move,
You can't make it bigger.
no, why is the height, why is it deeper?
Oh.
If the sill is lower than it is here, why
So
don't you make them look the same? You got the
So-
same header, you
I don't really like the proportion when this gets a little lower. I guess it's a little bit, it's not a lot. I don't want the proportions when the windows start to they just look smaller. But the big picture is that this window will eventually become a door to a deck, because this house has no deck. So
So wait, so
So just
why don't
say-
you continue
But,
where you are, so
I'll
you
continue.
were saying, okay.
got the same.
front we're doing changing one window,
Where's mudroom? This?
no change,
Mhm. You're just making it a
making it a
longer.
longer,
Okay,
it's right now it's just
square,
it's a
okay,
little
got
dash.
it. Mhm.
In this window,
This seems odd, 6 inches.
This one's where, see the back?
Yeah, I'm just saying, why don't you make it the same, buy the same window you have next to it, and they can look the same?
Well-
You did that in the front.
so the size, what am I gonna do?
It's just a rough opening of the window.
Well, this is an existing wall and we're not really changing, so I can't make them as wide as the.
There's some that's
I'm
tall,
talking
just
about-
raise the sill to match
I can raise the
Just
sill.
have the sill the same height as the one next to it, and they look the same. So whatever the size of, see the one to the, maybe
I
the one
agree,
on
I
the-
agree.
just
No,
make-
I agree.
Just put the same pair of windows on.
I agree.
Same height.
Same height.
Okay, so they're a little thin.
I'll revise that and make that, I know.
You can just mark
the
it,
north elevation.
if we don't have a problem with anything else, we can just
Sure.
mark it up.
On the opposite side,
Mhm.
we would add
So you're adding
a
those.
door and a little window adjacent to the door, which is leading to a laundry. And we'll basically locate, this window has to have a higher sill and then be a little deck that replaces the
Yeah,
current.
that's fine.
So, but
But you're adding depth to this area.
I'm adding depth to this area, so
Yeah.
from this point on, I'm putting a shed because we're not rebuilding this whole roof, it's beyond the scope, so it's really from this point, we'll add a little shed, but I tend to, I agree, I try and keep. I personally don't really like, but windows that are, these windows that are stumpy, once they're stumpy, but I think that should be fine with the proportions, it will match. But big picture, there's no deck currently, and there's no way to go to the backyard, really this laundry is the only way, so eventually this will come back and
Right.
I suspect
So it doesn't matter if you can.
it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
you're just pushing out into the same plane as the garage.
Not just in the back,
There,
yes,
yeah, in the back,
just in the
right.
back, in this little,
Mm-hmm.
in this little point.
That's if you mark up an
That
additional
window
window
that's on
on
your
2
door.
times, you can get approved.
Then you're good.
On those two sets of plans.
This one?
That one and on those sides too.
Which one would you like me to mark up, this?
Two.
There's two, right? I'll have a third one here.
if they're looking at the TV, I don't know, you know,
But there is a distance between.
I'm not. Three down.
The house is two. Two, yeah, these are all in there. And dark wood there. It's nice, right? You can always look at
But
it.
is this the house that I'm just trying to?
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is this the-
They just wanted it on their next week, I don't know. They
Oh,
asked me
yeah.
the same thing.
Oh, that's true. There's a picture on here. Three Bradley.
The actual house?
Yeah.
We have the info.
Of the actual house.
Because it must be, well,
Here it is.
it's part of the house, because every Sunday one out.
The next one is 3 Bradley Farms. A homeowner.
This is the one
It's
right
a
on the
drawing.
street. They put this used to be the Schwartz. This was the Schwartz house.
What?
Schwartz.
Oh, here.
Hi.
Come on in.
That's the podium. Here?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
We don't
Thank
have
you.
it easy. They never have it.
We never, they just want the
They
chairs.
use the chair.
We use the chair, Danizo? Great. Thank you so much. Nice to see all members.
Also, I live right.
We have a home for a young family. Actually, we have to update because they just purchased the home. They were able to close it, so that's the
Yes.
Kaufman residence there. Mr. Kaufman is probably joining us there tonight. We have the property here.
Thank you.
What?
Were you able to hear me? I'm here. I just wanted to say I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you so
Hi.
much, Ben. Thank you. Ben, my client. 3 Bradley Farms Road. We have the adjoining residences. We have the existing housing here. You know, the way that the house is. And a small rendition of what we're looking to do. But I will start here with the,
Can we see that, just look at the photos of the house?
yes, please, yes. Yeah, so it's a long house, as you can see. It's I think it's a beautiful farmhouse that needs to be updated, mostly on the interior and a little on the exterior too. Some of the materials,
So are you reskinning the whole house?
we are looking to do that, yes. So, and the scope of the work is rather simple. We are looking to change the entry to the house because the family needs this area here where the current entry is at the moment. They need that to create their master suite, principal suite, and the entry is being relocated to here. So this piece in here is being erased, a new entry created here. We are closing on a small area back in here, and some miscellaneous windows and openings. And most of the work is really interior, changing floors, changing the kitchen, a new principal suite, etc. On the exterior, as you can see perhaps on the rendition that I can probably share with you, what we're looking to do is just to, yes, eliminate the entry porch from here, and as far as it is at the moment. It will be a little more inviting here, and this area is eliminated, so the fenestration is slightly changed by, replacing, keeping some of the traditional openings. We have the grids, but the mounting bars, but combining with some more modern elements just to create a more useful interior space. As I say, most of the structural work is interior.
There's an inside door, right?
Thank you.
And you're making this all glazing.
Yes, that to create that focal point more in the center of the house rather than here, and to bring the light into that space.
Yeah, it looks much better.
And you're filling something in the back.
Yeah, in the back we have we're replacing there's an arch window here. We're replacing with a trapezoidal transom, and bringing this bay that right now is hanging here. We're bringing it to the ground, and enclosing this portion here that would be the principal suite bathroom. The principal bathroom.
Right, but they're changing this.
You're
Right.
changing that.
But
You're filling this.
you're filling in that back porch.
Yes,
And you're putting a new roof type on it, right?
yes.
What would you do to make this more modern? Like the rest of-
Actually,
What would you do to make this bay a little bit more modern like everything else? The back bay.
The back bay. Well, what we're looking to do here is, first of all, to eliminate the levitating effect and ground it to the floor. And we will have a masonry base as we have on in other parts of the house. And also we have more of a picture window, but still we are keeping some of the
You're keeping some.
fenestrations just so that we can get something coherent.
Yeah.
I'm confused, you're calling this looks like just one shed roof and you're calling it existing?
Well,
You're putting a gable on it.
the existing framing.
Okay, it says existing roof. So are you doing one gable at the end?
Yeah, you can see here on the side view of the house. Yeah, actually.
Oh, I see it, okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the paper you have there. This will be the side view.
Okay.
This elevation here. No.
Okay, beautiful redressing.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
They work with the railroad.
Thank you.
I
It
remember.
will be nice on this side, yes. It will be nice.
The main entrance.
Well, I'm here.
That's
That's where. So they're not really neighbors, this is one here.
This is one thing.
Yeah, it's right in front.
Well, thank you.
You know where.
Shall I leave then?
You can sit and watch the
No,
next one.
no, then I will leave.
Sit, watch the next
No,
one.
no. Let's
Go home and eat.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice to see
Thank
you all.
you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good to see you, all
This is
of
some
you.
really odd
See you like yesterday.
Surveys are all right.
No, I have.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Take care, good to
This is
see
all
you.
going sanctuary.
Oh, you can walk in.
But this is-
Next time we
Oh, yeah, it's art, the pool is right here.
We have a room.
So, I didn't
I,
realize.
I do remember the book on, but then I remember, there's one person on the board who likes to see.
You need this
Is it
back.
the homeowner or the contractor?
What?
I am.
I took a picture.
Yeah. No, I just.
No, cause I looked through that, I was looking at the property.
But I didn't have the roof plan, but then I
Alright, we're
remember,
not paying attention, we need to give our attention.
yes, please. So this is a very simple addition for this existing house.
Where's St. John Place?
This is right next to the church, St. John's, St. Mary's
Next to Lang's.
Church.
Oh, there's, in the back, there's like a small street.
yeah.
called, St. John's Place, it's a small street, and this is the existing house. This is the only house on the whole street that doesn't have a garage. And the client really needs a garage, so she wanted to put that here. And so this is the whole project is about that. This is the front elevation. This is the side elevation where the garage is going to be adjacent to. And then this is the back elevation. You can see where there were additions to this house. It's a little bit chaotic as it is right now. And with this addition, even though it's a very simple addition of the garage, I tried to kind of simplify it and put a little bit of an order in that back rear elevation. These are the pictures of the neighbors. This one is on the left side of the house. That's the neighbor. This is on the right side. This is on the other vis-a-vis, across the street. So you can see the parking lot of the church. So this is the site plan. We have to go through zoning, so because we are making it, we are approaching the setback on one side, because it's a two-car garage. And we are, getting rid of the driveway, the existing one, the tiny little one, and adding the driveway with the garage. We're just going to align, and then there's so that you can get out of the, from the garage to the house, because this is the living room, so. I have the existing drawings. This is the existing elevation. We are removing some windows and trees. That is the plan of the garage with the tiny little porch and the elevation. That's the roof plan. We are putting skylines in the back, not in the front, so that, we do a lot of illustration. That is the front elevation. This is the
the garage is going on that side.
You fixing a window in the house?
What? Yeah, I thought it was,
Are you fixing a window in the house? Is that why it's red?
Yes, because we are, so by adding this garage, we are getting rid of one of the windows. We are, instead of having one, we made it triple. So we're going to have 3 windows on this side. And in the back, we're doing the same thing in that porch. We only had 1 window, we're adding 3 because, we want to get as much light into this space as possible. We are keeping one of the windows, so we are keeping this window, we are just replacing it so that they all have the same, because they were different, there were 6/6, 8/8, so we are all going to have it the same grills. And the garage has windows on the sides and the front door. And this is the 3D. You can see we are adding some vegetation and and then that's
The roof is metal?
metal. Do you want to see the plan? The roof plan again?
No, I think I get it.
Yeah.
The one that's the first tomato?
Looks great.
That's good. Well, thank you.
You're approved.
Thank you very much. See how many drawings I did?
Yeah.
You could draw it.
Anybody big fan?